It was reported this week that Google will soon launch its own cell phone as a challenge to the iPhone. Also a challenge to the iPhone, making phone calls.
Hi, and welcome back to episode number 16 of No Title, No Name. And as you can see by the Merry Christmas tree in the middle, Merry Christmahunakwanzukah, whatever it is that you celebrate. But moving on, anyway, just want to spread some cheer for you.
From Jesus and his homies.
So, that little SNL skit there, I had to throw in because I'm an iPhone user, and I totally agree. But luckily, a few weeks ago, AT&T dropped an application for the iPhone that basically AT&T says, we know we suck, here's an application, please tell us where we suck and where we can improve on. So I downloaded the app and I'm waiting to go back to work tomorrow and make the phone call right in between there so I can say, you suck right here, really hard, right here on the bend of the road where there's no cell phone service. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Then AT&T will see that bend in the road and just shut you down completely.
We hope not.
But they don't know you got the Samsung too. So.
Oh yeah, I do have both. I have two phones. But anyway, moving on.
So you're two-timing on your iPhone.
Look.
I put a Tiger Woods joke in there.
Don't. Please don't.
But I'll leave it alone so we keep it in our tags.
Keep moving. Next.
Speaking of the spreading the holiday cheer here, so if you're just deciding to go see your relatives and you want to involve an airplane, don't. Just stay home. I mean, trust me, driving to the airport's a hassle, finding parking's a hassle, getting on the smelly shuttle is a hassle, waiting in line for a ticket is a hassle, going through security is a big hassle. Finally, you get to the gate, you look at the big board,
Cancel.
So, I mean, why do you put yourself through this, people? Are you masochists? I work at the airport, so, you know, I have free parking, I have free shuttle, don't have to go through security.
I was going to say, you pass through security.
Yeah, so, you know, it's no problem for me to go there. But, you know, just stay home. You know, you're calling me because your plane gets canceled. I don't care, you know? But...
It's a good thing you don't work for Delta.
Well, kind of. But, you know, the whole East Coast right now is under 12 feet of snow. So unless you're flying just from, like, Miami to Miami, just forget about it. And speaking of which, with Delta, so they had the bright idea to spread a little holiday cheer, you know, with their reservation line here. So you call up the 1-800-750-3284. And the Delta representative, well, let me put you on hold because, you know, everybody's calling at the same time. All of a sudden you hear, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And that's the reason why you're playing.
You want to reach for the phone and smack the person on the other end.
That's why they take away your knives and guns at security. Because if you had them there, you would just rise up and slay them. So as a holiday tip for me, don't fly. Rusty.
Still on going back a few weeks. Also, Apple has now bought out the company Lala to kind of incorporate, I hope, in their iTunes program. Basically what Lala does is streams the music over the internet to you for a price, 10 cents a song. If you want to keep that song and listen to it at your friend's house, at your mom's house, at your neighbor's house, your house, whatever, as long as you're on your laptop, you're inside of a browser, pay 10 cents, you can listen to it as many times you want. The add-on feature to that is you can pay 79 cents more, keep the song, download it to your laptop, keep it offline, throw it in your Zune, throw it in your iPod, throw it in your MP3 player of choice, keep the song, listen to it as much as you want. All grand total of 89 cents, which is better than iTunes, and also matches up there with Amazon and Walmart and all those. So iTunes sees that as competition, but they're a very young competition, so what they've done is they bought that service out. Whether they incorporate it into the new iTunes coming up this, January when they do the Macworld or whatever it is they do there in January. If they show it up in iTunes, awesome. I think it'll be great. Be an add-on to the iPhone and or iPod Touch if you have one and string wirelessly to your, iPod Touch or whatever it may be. So, cool, but nothing yet. Haven't seen anything. Lala's still Lala. iTunes is still iTunes. Haven't seen anything, but maybe come January after CES and Macworld gets done, maybe we'll see something. But that's all I got. What you got?
Well, what was it, a couple episodes back we did that jab at Geek Squad?
Oh yeah, we like to jab at Geek Squad a lot.
Yeah.
Can we do it again?
Of course we can. That's why I'm here. All right, so another story from the consumerist.com, they had the Delta story as well. Installing Linux voids warranty. So we got a guy here. His name's not important, but he bought a netbook, kind of like the one I have here.
Merry Christmas to Alan. His wife just got him a brand new netbook.
Yes, I know it's the 20th, but that's the way we celebrate.
They couldn't withhold their gifts from each other.
We're impatient. So his was only 4 months old, and probably like me, he sees there's a lot of proprietary software on here with the Windows XP, and it just takes up a lot of time to boot up and shut down. So he put Ubuntu on it, and everything was working fine, but then all of a sudden his touchpad and his power supply just stopped working. So he already bought the $80 black tie.
The premier Geek Squad
protection plan where, you know, it breaks down, you bring it back, and they're supposed to fix it. So he walks down to the Best Buy, goes to the counter, shows them the netbook, tells them the problem, and of course Geek Squad has to do their little inspection of
because they're all
they've
certified.
never seen a computer before. They're kind of like, hey, let's get the guy from the back to look at it too. Oh, yeah, okay. And they pretty much tell him because he installed Linux on it, that voids the warranty. So pretty much the touchpad's his problem, the power supply is his problem. It's all just his problem now. Slide it back to him.
Just because he installed Linux?
Yes.
That's like telling me I installed iTunes on my Windows XP machine and now it's causing problems and they're not going to warranty it. Well, it's software. I mean, you kind of... It's still...
Well, yeah, he argued that fact, and what they told him was if you installed the original OS that came with it, that then they would take a look at it.
Okay, and it came with Windows XP?
Yeah, it comes with the XP restore disk, but
yeah,
there's no disk drive, so you have to go get an external CD-ROM drive.
So he had to go and buy it.
Yeah, an extra piece of software.
Yeah.
Or hardware. Yeah, extra piece of hardware he had to get for that. So he put Windows back on it, touchpad, power supply, still didn't work, so he trundled on back to the Best Buy, handed it back to them. Well, no. They pretty much gave him the same story, you know, it's your fault for doing this. And he was like, well, where in the warranty does it state this? So they flipped to the back page where this little paragraph was like, we can refuse service for any reason.
Oh, wow. They got themselves covered, don't they?
Yeah, so, you know, a little loophole there. I think what it is they don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
they
just don't want to show their ignorance.
Anywhere near Linux certified for anything.
Yeah. So that kind of sucks, Best Buy.
Yeah. Kind of like the story we talked about way back when, talking about Best Buy and the $999 TV only being $9.99 that one morning. If they would have, you know, let it slide, the first 5 or 10 people that would have got it, you would have had great press and people would have been happy. Same thing here. If you would have just fixed the guy's freaking laptop, or even if you didn't know how to do it,
they're only like
it.
$200.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, replace it. I've worked in a retail environment ever since I was 16. I know how it works. So customer service is always A1. Best Buy, please, dear God, get to work on it, because you guys get nothing but bad press all the time, even though you're like the #1 salesman when it comes to electronics. So anyway, that's all we had this week. Nothing else, I don't believe. Merry Christmahunakwanzukah, whatever it is you celebrate, we want to spread the cheer. We will see you again in the year 2010. Hope that you have a good one. Merry Christmas. Yeah, the Christmahunakwanzukah.
There you go.
Christmahunakwanzukah. Okay.
All right, man.
Happy Merry Christmahunakwanzukah. Or as some like to put it, Happy Merry Christmas Hanukwanzukah. And if you can pronounce that...
Did that in one take.
Exactly. Wish you a Merry Christmas Hanukwanzukah, or however you want to say that, but Merry Christmahunakwanzukah, or whatever it is that you celebrate. Happy Merry Christmahunakwanzukah. And 3, 2. Hi, and welcome back to episode number... what number?
Hell if I know.
I know, I already forgot. 16, I think.
The holiday Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa special.
And I'm headed on my way home, and I drop out because there's a dead spot in between here. But happy history.
Happy history. Right back at you, Rusty. How do we celebrate happy history, Gina?